Hey everyone, so if you watched my Facebook Live this morning, I showed you how to cut with the ScanNCut, and my little turtle image from this little card didn't cut during the video. That's what happens when you go live. So I was able to finally get that to cut out perfectly, so you can see that there. And I'm going to show you some of the tips and tricks that I use to do that. This is from the Back on Your Feet stamp set. Very cute and great for get well cards or for anybody that's having kind of a rough time. So I'm going to switch the camera around, and that way you can see what I'm doing. So here you can see my stamped turtles. I also did a few of the giraffe and a few of the sloth from that same image. And what I did is, to get this to cut, I'm going to leave this one just the way it is. But this one right here, I'm going to show you what I did. So I'm just using a number 2 pencil, and what I'm going to do is just draw a line between where all of these loose lines are. And I'm just going to join that so that it's all a continuous image. And then up here at his eyebrows, I'm going to draw a line in between those, and I'm going to connect it down to his body. Okay. And that should help that show up a little bit better. I can always go back and erase those after the fact. On the giraffe, I'm going to do much the same thing. I'm going to join those lines and do that all the way across there. I really think on him there's not a whole lot that's going to mess this up. And then I'm going to join his tail right here also. And then on the sloth image, the only thing that I saw that I think might cause it not to cut properly, it's right here at the stem, and I'm just going to put a line there also. Okay, so I've got all my little pencil lines drawn, and I drew everything except for this one. And that way you can see that when it scans, that one may not do right. But of course it's video, so you never know. That one could do perfectly this time. Okay, so I'm going to start by turning my machine on. And I've got my blade between a 3 and a 4. I'm going to load my mat, so that I'm going to push this button right here, and that will load it. There we go. Okay, we want to scan this. We're going to do a direct cut. We're going to do this to that mode. I changed this to a color mode, and that seems to work better on some of these images like this. So I'm going to hit start, and that will do the scan. So I'm going to frame the image. I'm going to come in here. It does look like it's scanned almost everything, so that's great. And we're going to hit OK. I'm not really sure why that's so blurry for you, but hopefully you're getting the gist of it. So we're going to recognize those. Sorry about the camera. There we go. Okay, and by using that, everything actually did perfectly. So, I mean, all of my images are showing up good. So all I'm gonna have to do here is probably put a border around them. So I'm gonna use this little thing here. I'm gonna add a border of 0.04. I'm gonna hit OK. And that just gives you a little outline around each one of them, which makes it look cute. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And then my little green button over here should be almost ready. We're going to hit cut. It's going to have to process. And when that green button lights up, we're just going to hit that, and it will be ready to cut. All right, my green button is lit. It says it's going to take about 3 minutes. I won't make you watch the whole thing. Okay, so even the one that I didn't do the pencil lines on cut out, but I'm going to show you the difference between the two of them. So this is the one I did my pencil lines on right here. Now I would just go in and erase those now. And this one you can see it kind of cut those off. So that's not as easy to see there, okay? But still it cut around that pretty nicely, about the same there on those. And then let me pull one of the sloths off so you can see that. There is the sloth cut perfectly. And then one of the giraffes I'll show you as well. And now I've got a whole lot of ones to cut. Now, this one didn't cut up into the legs, but I didn't really want it to, so that is fine. And there we go. So, again, I've got all my little cut pieces. And any of those little lines, I just need to go in and erase those. Thanks for watching.